Hey guys, welcome back to Chaos Core Tech. My name's Garrett, and today I've got another 3D print for you. Recently, they announced some new Pokemon games that are coming out called Sun and Moon. And then with new Pokemon games always comes new starters. And about a week ago, they released what those starters looked like. Being a big fan of Pokemon, as soon as I saw them, I knew I had to create these. So I'm starting with the grass one named Rowlet. I think that's how you pronounce it. Not 100% sure. But I'll put a picture right over here so you can see what he's supposed to look like. And then let's get started. So I created this model in Fusion 360. It actually took me quite a few tries to get it to where I actually liked the model, because this was my first time experimenting with forms in Fusion 360. Originally I tried to do this with a sketch, but it just couldn't produce the kind of curvature that I needed to get his body the right way. And I tried a few different things to try and get it to look good. And I got close, but ultimately I decided to dive full force into the forms and just give it a try. And I think it turned out pretty good. So I created his main body structure with the forms and just made it look about the right shape. And then I went in with sketches to add the details like the eyes and the leaf on his chest. And then after that, I sent it over to my Robo 3D R1 printer. I printed it in white Hatchbox PLA at 0.1mm layer height. I used 20% infill, and it took about 7 hours to print. Now, I did use a raft and support material for this. The raft was to keep it in place because he's just on his two little feet, and I didn't want them popping off because they're pretty small areas. And the support was just for areas like his tail and between his legs. Then, after it was done printing, I handed it off to my wife for painting. And the first thing she did was prime it with some spray primer. And after that, she broke out her water-based acrylic paints and started painting him. She covered pretty much the whole thing in an off-white, same color as his face and the bottom half of his body. And she used a sponge to dab on the paint to get fast and easy coverage across the whole model. After that, she moved on to tan for the outer feathers. And then she brought out a paintbrush to paint on the green feathers on his chest and his tail, and the orange for his feet and the bottom half of his beak. After all that work, here we have Rowlet. Now, as you can see, he printed in one piece, thus the need for supports. And then obviously the smaller the layer height you can get, the better he's going to look overall. Now, you may not be able to see it very well, but on the model, I have raised and indented the different areas that are different colors. And that is for two reasons. One, it helps make it easier to paint for my wife. Two, it actually gives the details to the model without requiring any paint. So that way these areas are defined and they're not just a flat surface. Alright guys, well there's Rowlet. Like I said earlier, I will be doing the other two starters. Litten is probably next, and that will be coming very soon. So if you're not subscribed already and you want to see that, make sure you get subscribed so you don't miss out on it. And then if you like this, make sure you hit that like button and leave a comment letting me know what you thought down below. If you're wondering what to watch next, check the little eye up in the corner. I'll put some videos in there similar to this one. Alright guys, thanks for watching. See you next time.